All right, we are live. Good morning, Arizona. My name is Steve Aragon, and welcome to Keeping It Real with Steve and the Pink Loan Guy. Like I said, my name is Steve Aragon with the agency by Tarek El Musa, and to my left,
it's Andy Hakiel with C2 Financial, but I go by the Pink Loan Guy. Barely anyone knows me by my real name.
that hashtag gets them every time, right?
It does, yeah. As long as I'm wearing a shirt, I can go incognito though, so I can go to events and nobody knows I'm there if I'm wearing a different colored shirt. It's pretty fun.
That's true. That's true. Well, today, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about the challenges that we've had during COVID. I was telling Andy earlier, when my wife and she's working from home, and I had to move my desk to a different part of the house because of us both being on the phone all the time. It gets a little too close for comfort. We're always talking over each other. We both talk loud. So that's one of the challenges that we've had. How is your situation there, Andy?
It's challenge is a great word, but I mean, we've been working from home for quite some time, and we were actually cramped up even more in our last condo. Now that we have a bigger place, we're still in the same room, but it's a bigger room. We have other outlets. If I have a phone call that I know is super important, I either kick her out or I go to another room, and take that call. So, but for the most part, some people can work with their significant others, some can't. We seem to be okay. I mean, we bicker a little bit, but it's nice she's obviously my biggest cheerleader. I'm her biggest cheerleader. So that helps, when something goes good, normally when you work from home, you got nowhere to high five. At least I got someone to go over there and high five, so
yeah, that helps. No, I agree. No, I run to the other room and say, babe, you never guess what happened, type thing. But yeah, before COVID hit, she'd get up and go to work. I would still work at home. And yeah, it's been quite a big adjustment, just being around each other 24/7. We were kind of used to it a little bit in Florida before we moved here because she was my real estate team partner. So we kind of got used to it. And, being around your best friend all day is, that's what I consider is kind of a blessing too, because we get along really good. So, but I know a lot of people out there do have some issues with, trying to find their own space and stuff like that. Like last week, you were out at the pool. I mean, if you needed to, you can go out to the pool and do some work.
Yeah, and we do that a lot. I can't sit.
So you're saying you need your space a lot?
Yeah. Yes. I do. I need space all the time. I mean, I got this desk. It's a movable desk up and down. I sit for 10 minutes, then I stand for 10 minutes. I walk down the hall making a phone call. I mean, so we give each other our space for sure.
Yeah, you got to get up every now and then just to give your butt to relax a little bit from sitting on it all day, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, this thing's been. This was my housewarming gift that she got me.
No, there you go. It almost makes you look like you're a lowrider or something.
Yeah, see, so then you just stand up and do some work, and so yeah. So it's been good, but I mean, she's literally right there.
Okay, yeah, so it's in close proximity. I could reach out and touch Kaylin when we're in the same room. So
yeah. So unfortunately, she's resting. She has pneumonia.
Oh, well, hopefully she feels better. Everybody pray for Andy's wife, getting her to feel better.
Yeah.
But what other obstacles are you guys coming across, as far as working from home? And we kind of always work from home, so it hasn't really affected us that much. And I don't know what your wife did before, but I know Kaylin's, likes going into the office and hanging out with some of the girls just to probably get away from me more than anything, But what other type of obstacles do you guys run?
For me, I think it's been I get very stagnant being at home and not being able to go out there and mingle with people. I mean, that's our business, is getting out there and meeting more people. So anytime I get a lead or a realtor or somebody wants to talk, my first is, hey, you want to meet in person? And I put it on them because I know everybody's got different opinions on where they are. But if they're like, yeah, let's meet, somewhere, even if it's in a parking lot for 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm getting dressed. I'm out the door, because I want to get out of the house.
I got it.
You hear all these stories about, mental health. And I mean, you're in the same four walls all day, every day. You get stagnant, and I do the same thing. Is I got to go for a walk. Like I've been running in the mornings, and then I come back a little more refreshed. I can make my calls, talk to people. But if you're here all day, every day, without that drive into the office, because a lot of people use that drive on the way home to kind of unwind from the day, there is no unwinding. So it's you got to try to unwind somehow.
And then there's so many distractions working from home. Like you got the girls, your kids, and I got the dog. So every now and then I'll be on a phone call or something, and the ball will roll up and hit me in the foot or something. So I got to kick the ball or something like that. What are the challenges that you're running across with kids and stuff? Because obviously you don't know when they're going to start school right now because they haven't said anything. So that has to be a huge challenge to begin with.
That's probably a discussion for a different day on that topic. But I mean, luckily, I feel very blessed that we got into this home at this time. And if school is online, we have an amazing setup for them with their desks out there, and we'll set them up. And they, every week, every year they get older, they understand, hey, when I'm on the phone, it's obviously it's to help them in the long run. So, quiet down, but they're still kids. And I guess it's a distraction, but it's also a help too. It's a way to get out instead of just grinding. Especially, I've been so busy the last 3 or 4 months. For them to be like, hey, Dad, come over here. Can you help us for 5 minutes? I'm like, you know what? I got 100 things to do. But you know what? 5 minutes, I could take a break and kind of clear my mind. So I've been trying to use distractions and all the excuses as something good.
Another good thing is it helps keep you motivated, because every time you go out there and you see the kids, it's like, okay, I need to get in there and we need to close the deal because, let's face it, we're on straight commission. That's how we get paid.
Yeah, for sure.
So, even though hasn't really slowed down in the real estate market, I'm blessed that Kaylin's works from home and she still, gets paid. She's on a salary and stuff like that. So that definitely comes very helpful. But yeah, I was sitting here earlier just trying to figure out, okay, how can we, as commission sales, kind of give our viewers a little bit of, what our world's about a little bit, so they feel that, they're going through the same thing we are. A lot of them are working from home. I don't know of anybody except for car dealers and a couple other people that actually get out and socialize a little bit. So, I saw your post earlier about, all the talk has been about the new Bronco coming out.
I know.
You
Yeah, people get excited over insignificant things, I think, these days. But if that's what helps to put a smile on someone's face, so be it. That's my thing. I talk to people all day, every day, and everybody wants some kind of glimmer of hope, some kind of smile, some kind of happiness in their life. And if I can help them with, I literally right before we got on here, a text from a guy who just went on a contract over the weekend, and he goes, so what do you think about what kind of rate can I get? I go, well, your credit's not great, but I'm going to be able to get you probably around 3% interest rate. And he gave me literally the thumb emoji, literally all the way across the thing. So, just that little text message is going to make his day. Now he's going to go to work today, and he's probably going to hopefully he's going to tell his buddies at work, hey, I'm going to get 3% interest rate,
Yeah.
So
isn't that how we grow our business, by word of mouth?
Yeah.
I agree. I miss getting out and talking to people and, getting belly to belly with them, so to speak. And, like I said, that's how we grow our business, is by out talking and meeting people. And I don't know, I'm still cautious about this whole COVID thing. So I do, wear my mask. I even wear my gloves when I go to Walmart and different places where I got to touch some stuff. So,
Yeah.
I'm not as bad as some people, and they come home and they wipe everything down with sterile wipes and stuff like that. But it's crazy. I don't, how long is this going to last? We don't know, So give me 3 things that you could tell somebody out there right now on how to keep their head up.
I'm gonna give them one thing, and this comes directly from my personal life and business coach that me and Tanya have been using now for the last 4 or 5 months. Is it's our choice. It's that simple. If you choose to let the news bring you down, let social media bring you down, then that's your choice. We have not chosen that direction. And if I turn my camera around and you can see my board, all that green up there are deals in escrow.
Yeah.
And I know plenty of people, realtors, loan officers, dentists. I mean, a lot of different businesses are out there going, oh my God, the COVID, I can't, I was like that for the first week or 2 in March when it kind of hit. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to, cut all my bills, call. And then we got on the phone with our coach and he's like, guys, what are you guys doing? Just don't choose that. And It took me a few days, and it's a work in progress. Believe me, there's days that I'm on social media going, oh my God, the world's coming to the end. And then I look and go, it's not coming to an end. I want to choose it's not coming to an end. I'm going to get up in the morning, every morning at 5 a.m. I'm going to go for my run. I'm going to get my workout in. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to drink water instead of Pepsi. And I'm just going to choose that. And we all have our choice. We all can choose, And
sounds like you made the right lifestyle changes and stuff around the COVID thing. You're like me. I look at it as even if I'm on social media or whatever, how can I put a smile on somebody's face?
That's it.
That's all. That's my goal for the day, is who am I going to be able to touch, and how am I going to be able to make them happy for the day?
Yep. Yeah.
And then I start the whole thing all over again tomorrow.
Exactly. I mean, that's how we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't know what next month's going to bring. We don't know when we're going to be able to travel. I mean, California shut back down yesterday.
Yeah.
We were going to take the girls to the beach probably this weekend, sometime soon. It's like maybe that's got postponed to next year. But I'm not gonna sulk and sit in the corner and post horrible stuff on social media and go, oh my God, the world's coming to an end. Democrats, Republicans, all this stuff. It's like, you can only control this.
Yeah.
And the choice I make to get on. I mean, we're making a choice. We don't have to do this, and we've gone on for 3.5, 4 months now, getting every week for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, made a choice to do this. We don't have to do this. Nobody's paying us to do this.
Yeah, that's true.
And these are the choices you have to make. And that's why I try to instill that in people and just say, hey, just look. I mean, I've had the busiest 3 months in my entire career during this.
Yeah. And I'm very goal oriented. So I always put different posts on social media about different goals and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, the one I'm doing today's Tuesday. How are you? Are you coming close to meeting your goals for the week? Are you going to be and it has a lion on it. Are you going to be the beast or the prey? So, getting people to realize that there's more to it than just sitting back and sulking. You got to get out there, even though getting out there meaning social media and stuff like that. Since we've been doing this live show, our following has gone up probably 300% in the last probably 2 or 3 weeks
Wait till we
make somebody laugh, by pushing you in the pool or, some little one-liner jokes that we make or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait till a year from now. I mean, you never where we are in a year from now. And if it's a choice we make, and the thing is, it's our choice. If we say we're going to stop next month, then that's our choice, and we lose out on that. So
I don't quit. So
I mean, if people make that choice, they hit the snooze button 3 times instead of 2 times or 8 times, and that's their choice. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's worrisome that all people want to do is blame someone else. But
I know that since this whole COVID thing hit, I've been getting up earlier.
Yeah.
The simple reason is, and I don't remember where I heard this from, is if you get up 2 hours before your competition for 5 days or 6 days, you're 10 hours ahead of them. By the end of the month, you're 40 hours ahead of them. So I know nobody's getting up as early as I am and getting everything done ahead of time, because I don't know if anybody can work harder than me as far as my competition. So but if there is, good for them, because I'm not getting up any earlier than probably 5 o'clock. So
5 is a good time.
Yeah. Well, I hope that helps. Like I said, we're in it with you guys. We are stuck at home. We can't go out and meet people belly to belly that we like to go out and meet people. We're trying to do all of our business through social media contacts and sphere of influence and those types of things. So hopefully this helps with you guys, and let us know. I'd like to get some comments. We're not getting any comments or anything, but I noticed last week we didn't get any comments, and then when it ran through a couple of times on Facebook, we ended up with like 1,300 comments. So that'll keep me busy for the rest of the week, is just answering comments. So with that said, Andy, any more words of wisdom?
I've said them all.
You said them all? All right, guys, we will see you next week. Same bat channel, same, everything else. So I will see you Tuesday. And here goes my phone already.
There you go.
Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
All right.
All right, buddy. Talk to you soon.
All right.